Good morning. Welcome back to our little adventure here on Selendra, the vintage experience. So I'm down here at the bees. Look at our honey. They have been busy. Busy bees indeed. Got quite a bit here, so I think this episode we will try and get a little bit of money back. So I'm going to sell this honey. We haven't got a huge amount of eggs down there, but we're going to sell those as well because November is prime time to be selling them. Now the problem I had was picking these up. Obviously they're too heavy to pick up by hand. I think I have solved the problem. I was speaking to the guys down at the store. They have something for us which is fairly cheap, although not much things are cheap for us on our budget. We are going to be struggling, I think, but we are going to purchase it because we're going to need it. We're going to keep producing obviously pallets of honey, pallets of eggs, so it's going to be worth it in the long run. Over here, if we just cut through the bees, excuse me. What? Whoa, hey, oh, vicious little things. Right, I've chopped one of the oak trees down. Gone. Picked them up all into small enough chunks. I'm hoping that isn't too much on that trailer and that's going to tip over, especially with the tractor being able to turn so quick. So we'll take a steady plod up to the sawmill, which is only over there, hoping we're going to get a fairly decent amount for those logs, I would guess. And I think this field, I've said it before, is going to be kind of a steady project, I guess. I'm not too worried about the stumps. Again, that's going to be a problem unless the store might have something we can just borrow. You never know. But soybeans are growing lovely. So definitely going to be selling the logs, eggs and honey, and I would like to get this field cultivated and hopefully get some sorghum put in there, but we will see how we do for time. So anyway, let's jump straight into it. Let's get in the tractor and head on up to sawmill. Just need to be very careful though, because as we know, these tracks are very bumpy. Look at that beautiful autumnal colours. Stunning. Right, ooh, steady, steady, steady. Ooh, whoa, 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 there we go. We're in, we're okay. Right, let's try and avoid this massive hole in the road there. Right, again, I think we are good to go. Shall we spin around in? So what are we thinking, guys? What are we going to make from this? It's leaning again, I think. I thought I stayed away from... It must be like the collision. The rear wheels. Let's stop something like that, hopefully. Right, so yeah, what's people's guess? Oh, if we get a, I don't know, if we get a couple of grand, I will be happy. Please be decent. Whoa, that is what I'm talking about. I know the oak pay out pretty good, but that is awesome. That has boosted us more than I was expecting. I was thinking maybe a couple of grand. I would have been very, very happy with that. 3,000, what was that? 3,400 and something. Happy days indeed. Right, let's head on down to the shop. The store, that is. We are empty, aren't we? There's none. I had visions of a log being left on there. Although I did release the straps, I probably left one down by the sawmill. Never mind. We will, if I have, we will find it later. So, as I said, our seeder is a direct drill. We could technically go straight over that field, but we're not. We're going to grab our cultivator We might check to see if there's any contracts available, but we will see. I'm pretty sure there's only a few more cheese wedges left as well, so they are running out pretty quick. Now, as for the little sorghum field, which is just pretty much the other side of the wall, I think it's a bit more that way, isn't it? Over there somewhere. I was thinking that'd make a lovely little potato field, but again, it's getting the equipment, but something to think about. Thoughts on that as well, guys, would be good. Right, let me go and purchase this thing that hopefully is going to help us move some pallets. Right, obviously I've decided to buy it because, like I said earlier, it is going to be an ongoing thing, and this is it. 860 euros that has cost us. It's basically going to attach to the back of our tractor, and we can raise and lower it, and then hopefully pick up some pallets. So we'll leave the trailer here. For some reason it's facing round that way, which isn't ideal, so we'll have to do a little bit of manoeuvring, which is fine because this tractor is very manoeuvrable. It's also very slow in reverse though. And there it is. Right, I'll get out of the way and then we can have a quick look at it. So there it is, hooked up, happy days. And if we quickly look, we can raise and lower. I think we can tilt, yes. So it's going to help us, he says, hopefully. Right, what should we grab first? Let's go and grab the eggs, because I think the best price for the eggs is at the farm shop, which is just over there. I will double check in a second. Honey, I think the best price is a little bit later, going into next year if I remember rightly. I want to say around February, March time. But we may as well try and sell now. Yeah, so that's the little field I'm talking about. It could be quite awkward to harvest that with potatoes though. It was fairly awkward just doing a normal crop. Right, now the moment of truth. So we'll lower that down already. I have visions of this. Oh, that's glitched out. That's gone through the eggs. Through the pallet, never mind. Right, shall we tilt that up just to keep it on? Ooh, let's go. Hopefully they won't fall off. We should be able to tell because we've got the little symbol down the bottom there. But I just thought that would be a cheaper solution to our pallet moving option. Now, I've no idea what we're going to get for these eggs. I'm pretty sure the honey we can only sell. In fact, let's have a quick check. You can only sell the honey at the Zito product, I think it's called. Yes, we've got two options there. 4285. Wow, that is above the highest price. And then the honey is there. 3360. Yeah, March is the best time, but that's still a pretty good price. I'm happy with that. So we will grab those. I don't know if I'll be able to grab both of them. We will try. I think they might be a little bit too heavy for the tractor though, because we don't have a weight on the front. That is the only issue. I probably could have drove through there actually and then straight out. Oh, 58 we've sold for some reason. Wow, look at this, guys, look. Another, that's just over 3,600, I think, all in all. Wow, we've got 8 grand. Oh my goodness, imagine if we hit 10 grand. Surely not. I don't think we will, because this honey is pretty small in terms of what it holds on a pallet. Oh, let's just try it. Let's try it. I don't think we're going to be able to. I probably won't even be able to lift it high enough to stack on this one. No, we can't. Right, that's fine. Let's just sell them separately. That is fine. So again, hoping they don't fly off. Let's go to Zito product. Just as well we haven't got far to go, because this is, whoa, see any little bumps like that. There we go. Zito product, what we're going to get. This isn't a full amount either, so another grand. Wow, we're gonna hit 10 grand, guys, this episode. This is awesome. But it might seem like a lot of money, but we still need to buy a few things here and there. I'm pretty sure I've still got that spreader, lime spreader, on hire. I mean, that wasn't a lot of money, so we should be alright with that. Let's stay away from the bees, because I don't think they like me. Let's lower that down and tilt. This is a full pallet, so oh, we're not quite on there. Oh, that's good enough for me. That is good enough for me. Yes, this is a full pallet load. Not a lot in it though. I don't think the first one was far off a full pallet. So this has got to be over a grand again. Wow, and this isn't even peak prices for the honey. So like I say, you don't get a lot on a pallet. 400 litres, I guess they're doing it in. Oh, look at that, guys. 1,183, 10,847. Let's just end the series there. Awesome profit. And I'll tell you what I might do, seeing as we are passing through, let's top that up to 11, because there is a cheese wedge there. Wow, we are rich. Right, let's go and grab cultivator. We'll get going in that field and then see where we're at. Hopefully we can get some sorghum going in there, and then hopefully maybe get some fertilizer in there. Have I dropped that, or is that? Yeah, let's raise that up. So definitely paid for that little pallet, fork, whatever you want to call it, by selling all of that. That's awesome. So definitely worth it, I think. Right, yeah, there's the spreader. So let's see if we can squeeze this in there somewhere. That will do. I don't know why that's shaking. It doesn't like me being there. And then grab the cultivator. I'm not going to look at contracts yet because I'd rather do work in our own fields. We need to get sort of moving with some things. And I'm choosing sorghum because it's pretty quick at growing and we're going to need some feed for the chickens. If they do run out before the sorghum's ready, then we will have to buy some, which is not ideal. We might be able to get a sort of cheap deal going. I just love this little lake. Little lake pond. Is it a lake? It's a bit too small, I would say, for a lake. We'd probably call that a pond in the UK. Still hasn't cleaned up the harvester. Right, where are we? Let's stay away from our soybeans. We don't want to be pulling them out the ground. This is the field we need. So obviously we did lime that as well. Unfortunately I missed a trick with the soybean field. That does need liming, but it's too late for that. So it'll just have to be this field that's limed, ready to go. We'll pull all those weeds out. They will come back, we know that, but I'll just do some sort of weird up and down like that. I don't know if we're going to be too wide there. That should be okay. Happy days. It shouldn't take us too long. It's pretty quick towing this cultivator. It does work pretty fast. And then hopefully there is enough seed in that seeder. Can't remember if there's any fertilizer left in there. I'll have to check that. It will be an idea to do that if there isn't, because that will give us our first stage of fertilizer. So hopefully you're all enjoying the series. I know I am. I love doing the old equipment and that. My only concern with this series is the amount of money we might not make. It's probably the best way to describe it. But to be fair, this episode is a prime example of what we can get once we start going. And don't forget, we've got some crop stored in our silo. Yes, it's not a huge amount, but if we wait till the maximum profit window, that is going to give us our best chance of, you know, getting a decent return. And not only that, those fields that we harvested, they weren't in the best condition. They had weeds in. I don't think they were fully fertilised, so anything we're starting to grow now is going to be, well, hopefully maximum. Maybe not mulched. That is the only thing we might not be doing, but that is okay. We're going to be doing the rolling, we know that, we've done that before. Right, one more pass should do. I love that cultivator though, it's pretty cool, isn't it? It's kind of like a homemade thing. Very vicious looking though. Right, I shall double check that we've done all of that and got all of those areas. That looks pretty good to me. Weeds gone. And stubble tillage. Awesome. Right, let's grab the cedar, which is literally just over there. We left that there, didn't we? We'll do a quick changeover. So the cultivator can drop off there. Please have fertilizer in it. I think it should have, because we did the soybeans with it. Yes, so swap that to sorghum. Is that going to be enough seed? Hopefully. Hopefully. Right, so let's line up and let's drop. Off we go. Sorghum going in. Fantastic. And we are getting our first fertilizer state. Happy days. Right, I'm going to go up and down like this. That is an awful bump there as well. I really don't like that bump. Not much we can do about that. So again, this shouldn't take us too long. Got quite a decent working width with the cedar. There we go, and then once that comes through its first sort of growth stage, we will whack a load more fertilizer over there, so that's fully fertilized. Then probably will have some weeds to contend with, but we'll cross the bridge when it comes to it. I will probably cut another oak tree down off camera and do the same, load it up, because I know you guys don't really want to see me loading up logs. It's a little bit painful sometimes, especially when you're trying to fit them on a small trailer like that and they're falling off. You're trying to strap them quick before they fall off. So oh yeah, I will do that again, but it's looking pretty promising for each oak tree, and I'm pretty sure there's 2 more over there. So I think we're doing alright. We're going to be okay for a little bit, I think. And we're just moving into winter as well, so we should be absolutely fine, guys. We'll get this done. We'll have a quick look at the contracts board. See if there's anything there that takes our fancy. Probably a couple more potato harvesting, I expect, which we can't do. But the thing is, we're not desperate for money now, which is great, which is absolutely awesome. Look at that, that has hardly used any seed at all. That's amazing. And there we go, we are growing. We've got sorghum in. Let's just double check. Yes, sorghum in, growing. Oh, needs rolling, doesn't it? We need to roll, guys. I'm forgetting the rolling. That is a job we will need to do then. So I will put this here. We're getting a little bit of a collection of equipment just here, which isn't ideal. Don't want to have equipment scattered all around the place. I only left the seeder there because I knew obviously we were going to be doing that field we've just done. But I think what I'll do is I will grab the roller. I'll roll this field off camera. We'll have a look at the contracts board, and like I say, if there's anything there that takes our fancy, worth doing, then we shall do that, just to top our money up. So I will see you in a little while. So, a lovely freshly planted field, all nicely rolled, job done. So happy days, roller is away. I was just looking at the contracts. There's really only 3. Wow, I say 3. There's a ploughing one for 276, but field 14, I think that's going to be a fairly big field, isn't it? Oh no, it's only there, that's not too bad. But that's going to take a fair amount of time. I've got my eye on these 2 cultivating contracts, 23, 28, because we should be able to do those pretty quick. So 23's up there, 28's over there. We've been over that area before. I think we should probably go for those. There is some harvesting ones, but the only one we could do is this soybean one. The others are either sunflowers, corn and potatoes. We haven't got the equipment for those. And there's also a sowing one there, which is pretty good, but that's putting in potatoes, which isn't no good to us. So I think we will accept these 2 as long as they don't disappear. They don't, they are both there. So we'll grab our cultivator. I think we'll probably do this guy here first, and then we'll work our way down, and then we're sort of down near the farm, and then we can put away our cultivator. I think we'll probably call it a day. It's a very, very productive day in my eyes. I hope you agree. So we will head on up to field, where is it? There it is, 23. And like I say, it shouldn't take us too long to do those. And we're not having to buy any like seeds or fertilizer or anything like that, which is pretty good. We are literally just using our equipment. Obviously we are putting wear and tear on it, but that's not a problem. We've got our grass fields up the top here as well. They could be mowed at some point, but obviously we don't have a mower. Now I think this is 23 right in front of us by the look of it. Had sunflowers, yes. So we'll go like so, and I think we'll go this way. So this won't take us too long at all. Let's have a quick run over and check our grass, because that should be nice length. There we go. And then this guy over here, which we did. Happy days. So maybe we could get some sheep at some point. That will be a nice little bit of income as well. A little bit of wool here and there. Again, it won't be huge amounts, but you know, it's all going to add up. We will go this way. I normally just prefer to go up and down, but I don't really, although I think that is that just grass there? I'm not sure. So 10% complete. We'll try and do a decent job, and then they might have us back, mightn't they? That's the plan. I think this is a soybean field which is ready to harvest just behind us. When we get to harvest our soybean field, that will be very nice, but that's some way off yet, I think. We should probably get some kind of notification. There we go, 68 complete already. Look, it was 10 just a minute ago. It just goes to show it doesn't take a lot with these sort of small fields. And we're not going to do the whole lot. As soon as it says it's done, it is done. We are out of here. Cannot afford to put our equipment under too much strain, because we are the ones that have to pay for it to be repaired. Come on, please let me know it is done. It's going to be very close anyway, isn't it? There we go, we're done. Right, next one. Let's go this way because there's another awful dip. Really ventured out this side of the map as of yet. Some sunflowers there. That's probably another harvesting contract we've just seen. A few more little fields. I don't think we could afford another field yet. That's probably wishful thinking. Oh look, we've got some more honey already. I will shut those gates while we're here. We'll let that build up though. I'm not in any desperate rush to sell anything just yet. We're doing pretty good. Oh, and it looks like we've got rain coming, which is nice. So let's try and get this done, and like I say, we will call it there. Yeah, so we did something up here. I can't remember what it was. Harvesting contract, was it? Definitely worked up in this field. I think it was harvesting, wasn't it? And I'm guessing that right in front of us is the corn harvesting contract. Now, I think it's this field right up the top on the left. We will double check. Yes, 28. So again, let's drop that down. Off we go. %, complete already. Good, good. We'll just whiz through it. What's that they've got growing next door? That is the field I think we worked in. Excuse the dodgy camera angles, but it's the trees. Doesn't matter if we miss a little bit, that's absolutely fine. Contradicting what I said earlier though about doing a good job. Although we are leaving quite a large chunk of it at the end, so... Well, not a large chunk, but... I guess large enough for the size of the field. 60% complete already. Probably a couple more passes should do it. Probably get away with that chunk back there. Come on, that's gotta be it, surely. I want to get back in before the rain starts. No, not quite yet. There we go. Contract on field 28 finished. Let's collect both of those. That will top us up a little bit more. Oh, there's a fertiliser. 66. That's not a lot, is it? Field 2, that must be tiny. Look at that. There we go. We're back above 12 grand. Awesome. I am happy with that. And I think we'll leave it there for that episode, guys. So I hope you all enjoyed it. Another classic farming, hopefully, episode for you. Made very good progress even. Made some decent money just by selling a few things. Very, very pleased with that. But if you have enjoyed it, guys, please hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. And don't forget to smash the bell so you don't miss any future videos of mine. I've been Farm Sim Snowy. Stay frosty.